explore reversing falls in the Fundy city of St. John, New Brunswick. So here I am inside the Reversing Falls Interpretation Center, and Lynn's here. And Lynn, I have a couple of questions for you. They're probably frequently asked questions that people have about reversing falls. The whole tide thing, we've got low tide, we've got high tide, we've got slack tide. Can you tell me what's going on in the falls at each of those times?
Well, at low tide, it is going the most furious and rapid through the gorge. So you've got 2.2 million gallons a second going 30 knots through this central gorge of the St. John River out into the Bay of Fundy. Slack is when the St. John River and the Bay of Fundy are at equal heights. It's very calm, very equal. There's no movement at all. It's just like a lake. And the turbulence may be underneath, but you don't see anything on the top. The reverse is at that time. That's when it will turn around and go in the opposite direction of where it came from.
So it's really helpful if you're going to visit reversing falls to come at low tide to see the river flowing out and the rapids, to come at slack tide to see the calm, and high tide to see the river actually flowing backwards because it's being pushed
reverse.
Yeah, by tide. Yeah. So that's the reversing part. So Randy, I understand there's some really interesting geological features here at Reversing Falls, one of which is evident right over our shoulders just below the interpretive center here at the falls. What's going on down there? It just looks like rocks to me.
This is a place where you can see where two continents have drifted across the globe from the southern hemisphere. They've welded themselves to the side of North America, and you can see the contact right across the river. The rocks on your side, on the right-hand side, are about 1 billion years old. They're Precambrian age. The rocks on the left-hand side behind me are about 500 million years old. They're Cambrian age. So there's about 500 million years difference between those two rocks.
Well, in case you don't happen to be traveling with your own geologist when you visit Reversing Falls, you'll be glad to know there's a really neat interpretive panel here that describes this whole phenomenon of two continents colliding.
Well, people like to call this the Reversing Falls Rapids now because you can't actually see a waterfall, but if you had been here at the end of the Ice Age, there would have been a waterfall here. But if you could actually go out into the bottom and follow the bottom of the river here, you'd actually see the cliffs from the waterfall and the plunge pools for about 3 waterfalls between where we're standing now and the bridge. So it's pretty dramatic under there, and as you look at the rapids and you look at the waves and the eddies out here, you realize there's quite a bit going along on the bottom of the river here. And this event, actually, the river going backwards, is only about 3,000 years old.
Okay, Mark, that was lots of fun. That was the city sightseeing tour, and we got to get up really, actually quite close to the rapids.
Yeah.
We didn't get wet. I'm looking for something with a little more punch, you know, get up close and personal. What are my options now?
Well, the ride of your life.
Okay, yeah, that's the boat for me. That's the trip. Let's do it. Just getting all suited up here for the thrill ride in the Reversing Falls. They tell me we're going to get wet. How fun is that?
Okay, that's your turn.
Well, that concludes my day of adventure here at Reversing Falls in the city of St. John, New Brunswick, where the Bay of Fundy tides meet the outflowing St. John River for some really fun tidal effects. We had a look at them today, both from the Interpretive Center, from the viewing docks, down here at Fallsview Park, where you can go boating either on a sightseeing tour, and you'll get quite close to the rapids actually on that trip, or if you want something a little more adventuresome, then do try the thrill ride. It was tons of fun. I'll catch you next time.
Please don't let them know about it. They may want it back. Uh-oh, I have a problem.
Y'all set?
Yeah, we're ready, go.
All right, let's go. Reversing falls goes to the right. To the left.
Goes to the right,
Left.
side to the left.
Stops for 20.
Stops for 20,
Stops for 20.
stops for 20.
Reverse, reverse.
Reverse, reverse,
Reverse, reverse.
reverse, reverse.
Whoa.
Whirlpool.